You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
87.9.
The truth is out there. Follow us.
We interrupt this program for a special report by WKMU.
Staten Island, New York. Good morning, Earth. It's time to get up. This is 87.9 WKMU Radio, where news and stories are told by the weird and wonderful.
That's me!
Because if you've heard it, it's history, and if you haven't, it's news, and anything else is just our opinion.
That's right, everybody. Welcome to the first Good Morning Earth of 2025.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a weird year already, and then I've been really distracted too because I've been playing Marvel Rivals, which is a video game. And you take characters from Captain America and Hulk and Black Widow, and then you have these games where you actually face each other like 6v6 and basically kill each other. It's great.
I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I like to play Disney characters or Marvel characters.
Yeah, you like that Speedstorm.
I do. I don't know. I think I just really want this old school Mickey Mouse character that they have, like Steamboat Mickey. I really want to unlock him. I don't know why.
I feel it's too slow for my liking.
Well,
what have you been getting into this week?
I mean, well, besides working, I binged watch Squid Games.
Me too.
I keep calling it Squid Games when it's Squid Game.
Yeah, because the end game is the game. It's not all the games together that makes the show.
It's good. That show's really good. I think I actually like season 2 better than
season 1.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
I think it's weird though because season 1, everyone was talking about it. I watched the second week it came out, but so many people talked about it the first week. But this time, I go around and ask people, I'm like, "Oh, you saw it? You saw it?" No one's seen it.
Yeah, I asked people at work too if they've seen it. They haven't even seen Beast Games either. I don't know if y'all have heard of Beast Games, but that's another one. Skye and I, we have our paranormal pursuits. We like game shows in this house. And so we just been watching everything. If you guys have any recommendations, let us know if we're missing out on some shows or movies there.
Yeah, Beast Games is just a real life Squid Game, but instead of using death as a deterrent, it's money basically.
It's money, yeah.
It's basically his YouTube
Squid Game
channels.
is money too, but you don't die in Beast Games. You just get sent home.
Yeah, I just learned too that the guy who made Squid Game wrote it since 2009, and everyone turned him down. 10 companies, corporations, nah, we don't want to do that. And then he had to stop writing.
Why?
I don't know.
Because the show's really good.
Because they couldn't tell how good it was because an idea doesn't look the same as what you put out.
Yeah, but you know what? I think maybe they didn't think it was going to pop off in the United States how they did. Parasite is another Korean movie that I really like. And, maybe they didn't think that it was going to pop off that hard. But it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I did like it more than I thought I was going to because I don't like stuff like that, like anime even. I like one anime, and I don't like any other ones. It's Naruto, by the way. I was
gonna ask, but I should have known that.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's
you
the
ever
best.
watch One Piece?
No. I see it a couple of things of it, and I'm just no.
You don't find it. You don't think you would be interested in checking it out?
I think I would be interested in Bleach because it's so popular and it's really good.
Is it? 'Cause everybody's talking about One Piece. I got somebody at work that has 3 One Piece tattoos.
I think
I
think it depends on what kind of anime watcher you are.
I don't know
I
what
tried
I
stuff
am,
like Yu Yu Hakusho. I tried, which was a kid who was sort of an ass, and he jumped in front of a car to save a kid from dying, and he wasn't supposed to do that. None of the fates thought he would do that because this kid was such an asshole.
Okay.
And he wound up jumping in front of the car and saving the kid and dying himself. But the funny part is the kid was gonna live. And so he wound up dying, sacrificing himself for no reason, and because they didn't expect him to do that. So he becomes this ghost being where he can get to the real world by being a ghost, and he fights demons and stuff. I don't know. I was gonna say,
does he go around just fucking with people because he's angry because he died for no reason? Does he know that he died for no reason?
Yeah, he definitely knows.
I
they
feel
told
like
him yo, when he died, he was that kid was gonna survive, right? Dude, he was gonna be fine. A couple bumps and bruises.
You never know.
He didn't know. I said, they didn't expect him to.
That's crazy.
So let's move on to our next little story here because you found an interesting story.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was cute. I found out that in Berlin, Germany, they were giving elephants like Christmas trees that weren't sold. And I thought it was cute. The elephants playing with them, ripping them apart, ripping branches off, and like rubbing into them, like I guess using it like a scratch post. And it really, I felt like it was that, last minute Christmas magic, like you know, some of that
Yeah, I like
extra
that.
extra Christmas magic
Because
still going on.
did they eat them?
Yeah, they ate them
Okay, that's cool.
and stuff, and like I thought
You know,
it
like I
was
can't imagine eating pine though.
yeah. So what's funny is that people make pine like tea and stuff, and they were like that. You could use it like rosemary. You know how rosemary you put it to flavor the meat, but you don't actually really eat the rosemary. I mean, I be eating the rosemary. I like really dried herbs and stuff. I eat that stuff. But,
Yeah. So
people don't-
Golden.
I guess you don't eat the stem.
You know Golden, who I play hockey with.
Yeah.
He talks about how he makes spaghetti sauce and he puts pickling seasonings in it.
Oh.
But he has to put it in a special bowl so that you don't get in the because you're not supposed to eat coriander and all the other stuff in there. So
Oh, he puts
it-
it like in a little tea bag kind of situation.
that's why I said there's like you put it in tea, but he actually has like a special
Yeah.
like product that holds the pickling
Oh.
seasonings inside of it, and then you just drop it in and let it
That's
mix in the
sick.
flavors.
We should try that. I mean, we should try like putting coriander, I guess.
I told him I wanted to get pickling spices now just put on
Just
my
to try
spaghetti sauce
it.
because he put some neck bones
Yo.
in there too.
Nice. People are doing a lot of weird shit with like pickling and pickle brines. And actually, what you just talked about made me think about this. Like, they got this birria bomb. It's like a circle of like herbs.
For those of you that don't know, birrias are tacos or a special taco made a certain way.
Yeah, and like it's just this ball of like spices, and you just put it in water, and you get like the birria seasoning
Yeah,
without having to like find these peppers and stuff that they use.
yeah, because you can't find them everywhere.
Yeah, like I love jerk chicken and I love birria, and I feel like I can't find all the ingredients that are go in those things. Like I can't make them at home because I like to make stuff at home. I'm really big on like learning the recipe to all the meals that I love and making it at home.
Yeah, me too. You really turned me into like I love making pernil now.
Yeah, Sky's about to make me some like homemade empanadas, and it's just like funny because
Yeah,
like,
I'm making them. I don't know how traditional they are, but I'm making like a bean sauce with the meat slow cooking inside of it, so I could just take like a chunk of it with the bean sauce and everything put inside and bake it. And I'm making the wraps myself. It's just really easy the way I'm doing it. It's just flour, water, and baking soda. It's a little dense, but with the sauce inside, it should soak through to make it nice and like.
I don't know. We're gonna
palatable.
see how it goes.
I did a test run. It was pretty good.
Okay, we'll see.
So did you hear about this thing in let me yo, it's crazy because this happened in Washington, right? Hold on, let me make sure.
Washington State.
Oh no, okay. It's from Portland. So in
Okay.
Portland, 2 guys go missing on Christmas Eve because they went looking for Bigfoot. And then they found them dead on Christmas Day.
Wait, like what? Like frozen or what?
Just dead. Oh, like how did they die?
yeah.
Yeah, their cause of death did appear to be caused to exposure.
Oh
They
shit.
say because it's based on the weather conditions and their ill
Why did they
preparedness.
do that?
They weren't prepared. Like I don't like they didn't have enough clothing. I guess they didn't have the right things to keep themselves warm overnight.
That's really
and
strange.
Exposure is a type of, I guess, freezing to death.
Yeah,
would be
like
exposure.
hypothermia, whatever. Yo, that's really strange.
Yeah, and then they looked for like a vehicle associated with the men, and they found it near Willard, Washington. So, Portland's Oregon. So I don't know.
Yeah, but Portland,
I guess
Oregon,
it's
and
close.
Washington are next to each
They're
other.
very close, yeah.
So maybe they like went over to Washington
Yeah,
and they're from Portland or something. I don't know. But yo, what you just
Oh, I'm sorry.
said-
I made a mistake. They were reported missing on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Not that they were found. There was a search for 3 days with 60 people searching for both of them, a 59-year-old man and a 37-year-old man. And they were actually found in Gifford Pinot National Forest, which is right on the southern part of New York State, Washington State.
Okay.
And I've ever heard it. But like to go missing because you're looking for something that
How
potentially
do they
doesn't
know he
exist.
was looking for Sasquatch?
I'm sure they told their family, hey, we're going out on Christmas Eve. This is
Yo.
how we're going to spend our Christmas. We'll be back on Christmas Day.
That it freaks me out. It makes me there's like a lot of news stories where people just like suddenly do something weird, and I feel like this is one of those things. Where I mean, maybe it was planned, but like you said, they didn't seem prepared for it, and it just makes me feel like. And honestly, I don't know if it's like unrelated, but I don't know if I think last year this guy had his friends over to football, and his friends all end up dead in the front yard and the backyard, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And the guy doesn't even remember what happened or doesn't know what happened, and this Sasquatch thing, I gotta look up the like update on that story. Is that like that was?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I got lost because I'm trying to figure out how you connected two men missing looking for Bigfoot
Right.
to a bunch of people got killed on the lawn of a guy.
I don't know because it was just
Like the
mysterious.
mystery of the mystery.
Yeah, because the guys they don't know how or why they died like that.
So then it begs the question: is Bigfoot real? And I know Max from Bitches with Beards. Check him out.
Yes.
He loves Bigfoot stuff,
hmm
and I really believe Yes, I guess I do really believe. It's just weird admitting that I believe. I believe we live in a really magical universe, and I think parts of religion are very real. And the mantras that we have, you can bend the universe to you what you want or it's not even what you want. It's things that you say out loud. The universe has a way of making it true. And think about all the technologies we have, stuff that we can put together and make a car. And for some reason, putting gas inside these pieces on fire makes it go forward. And then we have cell phones with all these crazy things that just happen to do these things when you put them together. That's magical.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because people keep looking for Bigfoot, there's a world where Bigfoot exists. But again, I think Bigfoot might be an interdimensional creature. That's why you never see pictures. I'm not saying this is how I really believe, but let's argue that Bigfoot is real. There's so many arguments for Bigfoot's not real. We get it. It's very unlikely it's true. But if it is real, you would have to explain why you can't get pictures of him. And if he's an interdimensional being or even like alien-like, then that would he could even be like a lost alien. Like he's stuck here, so he keeps using the little equipment that he has, or maybe he uses his brain power to go in between dimensions, and he likes it here because it's a nice life. Maybe I don't know. It's weird. So back to you, Blue.
Yes.
Wait, did I say that I'm Skye? Wait, hold on.
We didn't do
Let me
that.
stop.
We didn't do any of that.
So I guess this is a little bit late, but I'm Skye.
Yeah.
I almost said I'm Blue again.
Yeah, you did. I could tell. And I'm Blue. For those who don't know, like that one guy on YouTube.
That was a woman.
A woman.
Yeah, she called out. We don't even know who you are. Well, that's why you watch the videos, because you said, "Hey, everybody, it's your girl Blue."
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to know who you are.
I mean, I figured, if you've been following us for this long, but
So speaking of knowing people, you just told me the weirdest thing. I don't want to say weird as in it's in a bad thing, but it's like it blew my mind that someone does this.
what the dolls in Japan?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's this village in Japan called Ichinono that they decided to do like these life-size dolls, and they placed them in places around the town, and it kind of just makes it look like they're populated and stuff, and it's like to combat loneliness because there's only 60 people in this village, and like anybody who has a kid, they end up sending them away to find like a better life, I guess, or like they want them to get married and have their own lives, and so
Yeah, I guess everyone in town is basically related.
yeah, and then like through my research, there was another town in Japan called Nagoro. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Sounds like sushi.
And they also like do like these dolls and stuff, and it's supposed to represent like people who've passed away or people who've moved away. They kind of like make a doll of them, and like I think it's nice. Like Japan does these dolls, and a lot of countries do dolls.
But do they
actually.
do? But with this town, is it like they put some guy mowing his lawn, and so when they walk by, they're like, "Oh, hey, Bob, how you doing?"
I think so. Yeah, there's like a little girl riding her bike, like a doll riding the bike. And
Hey,
stuff, and
hey, watch where you go, little girl.
Yeah.
She almost hit me.
people sitting
Girl
on
almost
the
hit me
the
every
front of
day.
their houses, like on the porches and stuff.
That just sounds maddening. Like, not that it would cause madness, but that you would do it because of madness. Like, that's how lonely you are.
Yeah, I mean, loneliness is like a killer. Like that's why, like anybody who wants to talk, I end up stopping and talking to them because I know what
Especially
it feels
old
like
people.
to not have anybody to talk to. Like, not that I've really never had anybody to talk to, but I just can like sympathize.
Yeah,
with
old people love talking to me. Like they follow me around.
I mean, apparently I like talking to you too.
Wait, what does that mean? You're old?
Yeah, I am old, guys. I just bought some Dr. Scholl's for work. I felt old, but I do look cute, and they're great. They're great. I need them. I needed them really badly.
You know what I love?
What's that?
My Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Dollar Tree.
Yeah, Dollar Tree is great. Actually, we do love Dollar Tree in this house.
So, I recently found out, and I looked into it, that Dollar Tree, increased their prices to $1.25 last year or this past year.
They thought they were slick with that one, but
but
we were fine.
But the year that they did that, I think they made like $1.25 billion. And then they go in and actually, I'm pretty sure they said it's because of inflation. They added a 25 cents to the $1.25.
Yeah.
That just sounds like, to me, this is just my opinion, that it sounds like, oh, we can make billions with this thing. All right, start charging more money because every quarter counts.
Right.
And so and now they're selling $3 items and $5 items to come to find out that they're targeting people with more exposable income. So it's not just enough for them to cater to us, people who don't have a lot of money, which is the whole great thing about these stores. I hate when they do that because you get these stores that do these things where it's cheaper for us. And then they start raising prices because they want people who have money to come start spending money. But you've been making your whole money this time off of us.
Right.
And now we don't have that when you leave. And it's like, well, they'll be fine. What am I going to do if there's no Dollar Tree?
Yeah, Dollar Tree's just going to become the next Five Below, and then they're just going to open up like a new type of Dollar Tree.
Yeah, $5 tree.
Somebody else is just going to do it.
That's where they're going to go. It's going to be the $5 tree.
Or like the $2 store.
But they're not even the only one who does stuff like that. Did you know Coca-Cola actually had really strong sales for the last 4 years, but they raised their prices twice? That's worse than the MTA. For those who don't know, the MTA in New York City just raised its fare to how much now? Is it $4, $5, $7?
Nah, they're gonna raise it, I think, to $3, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's
circle back to that.
That's what I'm gonna talk about later, and it doesn't have to do with the MTA. I mean, the MTA is benefiting from it, but we're talking about congestion pricing.
Oh, but then we got protein companies, like I don't want to call anyone out because there's so many different companies that come through with them,
right.
But there's chicken and meat companies that also increase their prices, and then they noticed a decrease in sale buying it, but since everything's more money, they came out even. Mm-hmm. So it's just so weird because these companies seem to have nobody in their stores. They're like, you go to CVS, there's nobody up front. They're stocking shelves or in the back loading trucks or fixing medicine. And then you got to do the quick scan, but the quick scan always messes up, and then you need somebody to come do it with you, swipe the card. So it's like you pay less people for money to pay to work. Mm-hmm. You're making an increased profit, and then yet you're still charging me more. That sounds like inflation, but like purposely made by companies who, and capitalism does make people strive to do better and learn and be better and make new stuff that we really enjoy. But at some point it becomes like a greed where it's like, oh, they still have money. They still have money to spend. Let's make sure they give it to us. Yeah. And that's like an issue. Like, why all these things, you're making money still. Why you could lower that prices. If Dollar Tree went down to 75 cents, instead of making 1.25 billion, maybe they make 800 million. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like...
Or I wonder if they would have made more because more people would have bought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Volume.
Yeah.
You could have bought more volume, sold more.
Yeah.
Because now you're selling everything for a little cheaper.
I'm not mad at Dollar Tree, honestly.
I'm a little mad.
Really
That's
not.
a little...
I don't think that 25 cents is going to kill anybody. Like, I think that...
well, that's a problem when you increase stuff.
They're
when
doing
you're
more good than bad, in my opinion.
I understand what you're saying. You're right. But when you start purposefully increasing prices when you're doing good, is not good. Because that's greed.
Yeah, I maybe a little bit, but I ain't even mad at them. Like, I don't know.
I am. Because where do they stop?
Now I'm the MTA,
MTA, exactly. But you price yourself out of the people who are making you money. And that's not necessarily, oh, sure, you're a business, but that's not really fair for us to keep paying more and more money and getting less and less money. Like, someone my age in the 60s would have had a house, maybe even 2 cars, a really nice TV, even though the TVs weren't that common. But now, I only have one TV.
Why do you need 2 TVs? You wasn't even going to use the other one. The
Well, 'cause
other
if
one
we
was
ever
just
go to
going
the
to
back,
show.
we could be in the back and like watch a movie. Like,
Guys, you know
movie
what we
space.
used to do with the second TV? Just put pictures of the animals like rotating on the TV.
That's because we didn't
I have a
live back there.
Chromecast.
If we lived back there, I would have been watching TV back there.
I still miss our first TV when we moved into this apartment.
It was blue. It had blue.
I liked
tinge.
it. I liked
Everything was
it.
blue.
It was
bro.
special to me. That TV was special to me.
That's because it was my father's TV, and it got blue because it always sat by the window, and the sun came in and ruined the screen.
I think because he had the TV on 24/7.
That's probably too.
Like
That's
that.
a little more. Fine, you know what? Whatever. Let them do them, I guess.
Anyway, so you guys know the house from A Christmas Story? Like, I don't know if you've seen that movie. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. It's like a holiday tradition. Like what's the other one? Miracle.
Home Alone. Oh, Miracle on 34th Street.
No, but that hasn't been on in forever either. It used to be
That's
like
true.
there's like so many movies like Home Alone. I remember being on all the time, and I guess because everyone has their own platform now, it's not the same. It's not like they're putting it on that one day.
That's true.
I really miss stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my buddy was talking about because
do they still do the Yule log?
I don't even know. I don't know. They used to do so many things. Like they used to run the honeymooners like all day on New Year's, all day.
Why is that?
On WPX 11, I have no idea, but it was
Okay.
It was like a tradition, like that day. If you like, because you're not really watching TV on New Year's, you're doing your own thing. But if you want to sit down and like watch a classic show, it's just, I don't know. It's just like on Christmas, it was Babes in Toyland.
Okay. I just honeymooners was before my time, so
Me too.
But yeah, so the house from A Christmas Story is now a museum, and they sell fans and stuff like props and memorabilia from the movie.
They don't sell fans; they sell 2 fans.
Right, they sell
the
2
movie.
fans. Yes, like I'm assuming anybody who buys the stuff is a fan of the movie.
I would assume so.
Like they're really good on selling like the leg lamps. With,
Oh
like,
my
the
God,
stocking,
yeah.
the fishnet stocking and stuff.
They put that right in the window at the end.
Yeah, so why I'm bringing this up is because there's an employee there that might have lost his like wedding ring in one of the boxes, like one of the orders. Like while he was shipping stuff out, he lost his ring and they haven't found it. And I guess I just want to help out this like museum.
So if you're listening, basically, is what
Yeah.
Blue is saying, and you're getting something from this museum, keep a lookout for a ring.
Yeah, like if you've ordered from Red Ryder leg lamps or Cleveland Street Novelties, and you found the ring, like try to contact them at support@redriderleglamps.com. Do the right thing, guys. Get this
Are we
wedding ring
promoting
back.
leglamps.com?
Yeah.
Wait, I hope I better get some money off of this. That's all I'm saying.
No, I just, I want to help out the employee, and hopefully you get your ring back. I know it means a lot. I know I'm big on like things mean a lot to me, so yeah.
Can we talk about how crazy it's been for the last month? I mean, let's be honest. This podcast started on conspiracy theories and UFOs and stuff like that. Stuff we still like to talk about, but the stuff lately is just mind-boggling. You have the insurance CEO assassinated with a 3D printed gun, and then he gets caught with a manifesto. It's just weird. Then you have the truck that runs over people in Baton Rouge, I think. Yeah, that was something that was crazy because everyone swears that there's a flag, an ISIS flag in the truck or on the truck. And then if you look at the videos, everyone's like, oh, there's no flag. But I actually looked into it. There's a flag rolled up because it's sticking straight out the truck as he's driving. When he turns down the aisle to start running people over, you can actually see it. And then when they have pictures, you see the flag still rolled up. I think maybe someone eventually unrolled it and threw in the back of the truck. And, I love conspiracy theories, but I also just don't believe them to believe in them. Like the evidence shows otherwise.
What are you saying right now? Like you don't think it's ISIS or what? Or
there was a theory that the government added the ISIS flag as a way to put blame on an organization. But it's more likely that he was really a part of ISIS and this was one of his plans before he gets deported, I guess.
I mean, I believe it. Like ISIS has been trying to come for us for a long time.
Yeah, but even if you go into the subway thing in Brooklyn, I'm sorry,
Coney
Coney
Island.
Island, the guy on the F train put somebody on fire, and he's like, "Oh, I don't remember what happened. I was just really drunk." But there is a thing called MK Ultra that would use drugs and other things to make people do things. Some argue that Ruby was killed by MK Ultra and that he actually developed cancer because of them, and he did those things because of the organization.
Who's
And
Ruby?
Ruby's killed Oswald, the one who killed JFK.
Okay.
So what is his name? Oswald? Why am I blanking on his name?
Lee
Harvey Oswald. Yeah, so Lee Harvey Oswald got killed by Ruby.
Yo, that's
Ruby
when
did
we
it.
first started
Mhm.
doing podcasting.
Go check that out. It was a
Yo.
real. The audio was a little weird, but like check it out. It was a really
that
good
was
episode.
Good. Those were good. We did a really good job with those.
I
We
think
need
so.
to re-release those actually.
Or maybe redo
People
them,
might be into it.
or just redo them.
maybe.
Take the script
but-
and start like a whole new like conversation about it.
bro, that was
Anyway.
good. We went in.
Yeah. So to me, this is all reminiscent of like false flag.
Wait, what are false flags?
False flags are basically a political or military action that's intended to put like blame on somebody else for it. So,
Mm.
The thing with the subway, some argue in the conspiracy theorist circles that he was deported, but when he came back, he was picked up by the government and used as a agent to blame it on immigrants as a way to expedite immigrants.
Well, what does like the person get out of it? Like
He doesn't know.
dude.
Well, at the time, like if he's an
Mm.
agent,
Mm.
he gets to come back in the country not to be bothered again, and he's like one of the people that they allowed in during
What
the rush.
they're gonna give him like a face transplant or something?
Well, no, you're just a faceless person in the. But he didn't even leave. He sat there and watched.
Yeah.
The whole thing
that
was weird. The
Weird as
woman
fuck.
didn't scream. She didn't run around. She didn't stop, drop, and roll. She
Yeah.
didn't do anything but stand there.
I think it's weird. Like the guy made a video before that saying like, "Oh, I don't mess with anybody. I just drink, but I don't mess with nobody." And then my mom and a few people heard him say like, "Oh, but that Jenny always fucks with me" or something. And it's like, oh shit, like wait, is he trying to say like I don't know, like
So yeah, so the
It's
whole
weird.
thing with blaming ISIS on the thing, even though the flag was there the whole time, them blaming
that probably was
on
ISIS. I'm
immigrants,
sorry.
and then the CEO, it's like this thing. Well, the health company isn't doing great. So we even talked about this in the past where GFK had to stop false flags, so they wanted to bring down American airlines and kill Americans and blame it on Cuba.
Mm.
And JFK was like, nah, we can't do that. So it's not unheard of for the government, especially nowadays where there was no open communication about things, especially like things like UFOs and all these secret organizations and money, trillions of dollars of ours is just going missing and they don't know where it is. So it's like, well, I don't know what's going on here. So people just, jump on these conspiracy theories, which isn't always good. I love conspiracy theories, but you have to be careful because not everything is a conspiracy theory, even though they all kind of feel like it's not really. And then like, why now? It's like maybe, I don't know, maybe people are worried about getting deported, so they're trying to do all their terrorist acts before they leave. I don't know. The whole thing's just weird to me.
Yeah, it is really weird. So speaking of weird, because like what you were talking about was really weird, and I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but
Oh, is it the MTA thing?
yeah, New York City is they're trying to combat overpopulation, and part of it is they're trying to charge people to go into these congestion relief zones, and it's like anything south of, including 60th Street and down, like all of Lower Manhattan, everything below 60th Street except the highways, like the.
So wait. If you live below 60th Street and you
They're gonna
leave-
charge you to drive down there, basically.
So if you leave your neighborhood basically above 60th, you're why isn't above like or why isn't the upper half, which is kind of rich, why aren't they getting charged that? Because it's not as congested.
Yeah, I think it's like more people, and it's true. Like the Lower East Side and everything,
Yeah, but
there's a ton of people around.
Everything
everywhere.
below 60th Street isn't people who live there. It's tourists.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably what it is. Trying to get money out of the tourists. That makes sense.
Not to me. That's weird.
I mean, it makes sense that they would be greedy that way because that's
Yeah,
how I feel
okay,
like
that's
they're
how-
being.
that makes sense,
Like,
yeah.
That
is greed.
They want, because I mean, I get it. We make money off tourists, and I want them to enjoy the city. But this feels like very like nickel and dime. Like, let me get a couple extra dollars from you It's like fucked up. And then like, what about residents that live there? Like, we don't have a choice. You know, we live here. We grew up here. We were
what
the
if I have to
first ones
drive?
here.
If I have to drive
Like,
to my job outside of 60th Street, I have
yeah,
to pay to come and go.
I believe so. Yeah. And then like, I don't know. I just think it's fucked up.
It is.
Like, what about?
So I have to park my car at 60th and to take the train down?
Yeah, or like, what about like, I have a coworker. She goes to school in Hunter College, and sometimes she drives. Like, she's supposed to pay to get to school, like all this extra money. Like, she's just trying to better herself. I guess I don't know.
I don't
It's
like
like
this.
weird, yeah. And then like already in Manhattan, they're doing like areas where it's just pedestrians and buses. Like, yo, it blew my mind. You know, 14th Street is all buses now. No cabs, no cars. It's all buses. And then you know that street, University Place. They made it so the cars have to kind of swerve around like a S to get through that street, which I thought was great because they can't like slam into people because you know what I mean. They can't pick up speed to get to
but
people.
is New York
I was
City
like, yo, this is crazy.
any more congested than it was in the 90s? I mean, like,
Honestly, I think everywhere is more congested than before.
There's more people.
a lot more people.
but a lot more people without cars because
Right.
it's not everyone can afford cars now.
Yeah, they're saying that all the money they're gonna make is gonna go back to the MTA and improve that stuff and finish up a lot of projects they want to be doing.
Man, I should have did some research on this
Like-
because I want to look at who lives below 60th Street because that sounds like people without the money live below 60th because you don't want to live in the tourist areas if you have money because you don't want to be bothered by all these tourists all the time.
I mean, some of them could be terrorists.
So it just sounds like you're taxing people for not having enough money not to live there.
Yeah, they're trying to push out more poor people, and you know, yeah.
That's
Bushwick is doing that too. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
yeah. And then when I think
I
about
don't
too, above 60th Street is less congested, but people who have more money live in areas that's not so congested.
Mhm.
But they live by Central Park, but no one drives through Central Park. I don't know. It's
A lot of rich people live over there. Like, I don't know. So I don't know.
I think a lot of
Like-
people with money do too, but I feel like a lot of people without because ABC Alphabet City
Mhm.
is not.
Yeah, there's projects and stuff over there, but that's a small part.
So
of
say
the
you live in the
whole-
projects and you got to drive up to 125th, you're gonna have to be charged to leave and come back if you're
Yeah.
driving,
So
and that doesn't make sense because you're driving away from 60th Street.
yeah.
Shouldn't you be charged coming into it?
Oh! If you get on the highway and stuff, it's free. Like, the highway's not gonna charge you. It's only if you're trying to take those local streets and avenues.
Still sounds weird.
It does, but yeah.
You got any New Year's resolutions this year?
I want to make and complete a sweater. I think that's putting. I was
be
gonna
cool.
do a temperature blanket, but I think I'm gonna do a sweater.
I want you to do because you made me a blanket. I would love a accompanying blanket to it, and it's a project that would take a while. You know what I want to do?
What?
Lose more weight because I've been losing weight, and I blame TV for this. And I'm being only sort of serious, sort of joking, but TV. I remember growing up made you feel like if you were fat, there was nothing you really do because you're gonna be craving food too much. You're gonna be missing the chocolate and the fatty foods and the bacon. And I've been eating less and not as much as the stuff that I used to. And that's how I'm losing weight. But I'm not really missing it because the food I'm eating now is still good. Like a grilled chicken is still good.
Yeah.
Like a baked chicken is delicious. Some rice, delicious. Some lettuce with a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, delicious.
Yeah.
So I don't miss anything, and I that's what I want to talk about a little bit real quick is how I think we can help each other keep our goals for the year. And I think the first thing is if you really don't want it, then you don't want it. Even if you say, "Oh, I'm going to do this," and you don't go through with it, it's because you really didn't want to.
Yeah, I like to eat something sweet at the end of the night, and I've been avoiding it most of the week. I did bring home ice cream yesterday,
Yum, yum, yum.
but
I do eat. I do eat that sometimes.
I've been not buying that late night Snickers or
I
whatever.
appreciate that.
I've been not.
'Cause I'm not good with temptation. Like I'm over here doing good, and she over here eating a Snickers in front of me. How is that fair?
Yeah.
Like you can't just eat that in front of me. If
'Cause
anything, let's
it's
split
my
it.
special snack.
Less calories.
You
It's
should
half the
prepare your
calories.
special snack, and I'm not gonna be a part of like
No,
your
first
downfall.
of all, my special snack is not eating at all
Yeah.
because I don't need it, and I
Yes.
can just go into tomorrow and lose my weight.
Yes.
But if I smell peanuts and chocolate, that's crazy.
Penis and chocolate.
No, I did not say peanuts and chocolate. I'll rewind that. Nothing was like that was said. I didn't say that, Max. Calm down. I wonder if he still watches the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Max, do me a favor. Message me if you still watch the show, because that'd be hilarious. Anyway, I think an important thing to do is you can't prepare yourself to do anything.
Yeah.
Because what is the saying that you just showed
Wait,
me?
you can prepare yourself because life's about preparing for opportunities.
Prepare for opportunities, but you showed me something that you can't prepare. You're never ready to do something.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh, yeah, I forget what it was.
No, yeah, that's basically what it said. So if you really want to do something, just do it. Like I've been, doing things around the house, fixing
Nike.
doors, putting new pieces on the faucet, putting the faucet in there the first time. I feel like we could do so much stuff, and maybe that's why we feel anxious a lot in our lives, because we used to have all these things of like maintaining your house. You fix things, and now you pay people to do it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the thing where it said to just do it.
Why? Why do you have to do that during the show?
What? It's quick.
But it's during the show. We're recording right now.
Because I want to put it in the show.
So
Okay,
why
here we
are
go.
you-
You're never ready for what you have to do. You just do it. That makes you ready.
Oh, yeah. So everyone thinks that you need to be, prepared to do things. You need to prepare to be hungry, because it's going to happen if that's your goal.
Yeah.
If you want to work out, be prepared. It's going to hurt the next day.
Right.
There's always these things that happen when we do things, but generally, whenever I get exercise in or I'm not eating as well, and I notice people like coming up to me like, "Hey, you're losing weight," it makes me feel good, and I get that rush instead of the food and the just sitting around all day. Like maybe I don't do as much exercise as I should, but I make sure I walk at least a half an hour, move around, do some jumping jacks. Maybe I'll lift some weights sometimes. Like I'm always trying to find something different. Like the other day, you woke up and started exiting. I wanted, behind you, I'm doing like shadow boxing. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna work out her arms. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I've been trying to slim down my arm.
They can't see you working out, baby.
No, this is
Those
for me.
flexings are meaningless. No one can see your flexes. How about this? You
These
see
are
this
for
flex?
me.
You like that?
Yeah.
They still can't see it. So
These exercises are for me.
the things she does when we record. So we're gonna end it there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining in the show. You can find us on wkmu.podbean.com. That is our website. You can find our Twitter handle if you want to leave us messages. You go to our YouTube channel. We got some great YouTube videos coming out soon, especially one about Big Bang Theory. We also have on there right now an episode about Community and an episode about Mean Girls, which was just an old podcast that we just put some video to.
Yeah, they're cute.
Practice,
You should watch them. They're
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
And
But yeah, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Make sure that you prepare for opportunities and that you seize them.
Yes, this apartment
Seizing
we're in
opportunities
was
all
an opportunity,
year, guys.
and we were scared. And a big part of it was like, no, I'm gonna stay where I am. And I'm glad we did this. And I love you, and I'm really glad that I get to spend the new year with you.
Yes. Love you guys.
That'll be
Love
another.
you, Skye.
Make sure that we all get together and just have a good year.
All right, let's do it. It's going to be a good year, guys. I believe it. I feel it.
So wait, what? All right.
Be safe, be humble, be...
I just told
Busy.
Blue
Be-
to, let's wrap it up. And she's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm like, you did that? That's not you're going to say, be prepared. Bye.
prepared,
Like,
yes.
no. Bye. Like, no, check on your friends. Check on yourselves. Everyone
No,
deserves
we-
love. Go ahead. You want to do
a new
it?
slogan. We're going to do a new one, no?
All right, fine.
All
You
right,
do your
fine.
slogan. And then you tell us what you like better, the new or the old. Go ahead. What's your new slogan?
I don't know. Be prepared. Be humble. Be safe. That's all stays then. Are you in good hands?
Wrong. Check in yourself. Check on your friends. Everyone deserves love, especially you. Have a nice night. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for coming along with this journey with us.
This has been an 87.9 WKMU production. Signing out.
I really have to pee. Bye.
Be prepared.
Stupid. It's fucking stupid.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.